All right, it's time for a part 2. So I prayed about it and was asking God, what the next thing He wanted me to share. Because, to be honest, there are so many of them. It's really hard to choose, and these are going to be in no particular order. But anyway, He just kind of brought to my mind something that happened a couple years ago that was another amazing God thing. So, a couple years ago, after I had my third child, I had went back to do my well woman's appointment. I don't know, a few months after he was born. Maybe that's TMI. Anyway, I'm just telling you what happened. So I scheduled an appointment, was going to treat myself. Usually when I go to an appointment like that, I try to make something fun of it, whether I go get something good to eat or go get my nails done or something like that. So I went, and I'm just checking my box of the things that I'm supposed to do, just a responsibility, kind of like a dentist appointment, trying to get that out of the way and then just kind of move on. So I go to that appointment, check that box off, and move on with my life. Don't think one more thing about it. I get to work the next day, and I get a phone call from the doctor's office, and honestly, my first thought was they're calling me for a survey on my visit yesterday. Usually I get a text or something, but for some reason today they called. So I answer the phone, and it was a real person that was talking to me. They asked for me by name, and then they proceeded to verify my date of birth and my information. And once they were done verifying everything, they proceeded to tell me that they were making me an appointment for the gynecological oncology department in Temple, Texas. So I had no idea what she was talking about. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I haven't even talked to my doctor. What are you talking about? Why are you making me an appointment for that? I don't even go to Temple. I go to College Station. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know anything right now. And then, of course, she's stunned. She realizes maybe the cart was before the horse. I don't know anything. I have not talked to my doctor. And she said, I don't know, ma'am. I was just in here that I'm supposed to call and set an appointment for you, blah, blah, blah. So she sets the appointment, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. Immediate panic set in. All I could think was that if they're calling me like this and somehow got this mixed up to where they're calling to schedule this appointment in another town, it must be, and I look up the doctor's name, he's a specialist with this, so I'm thinking, okay, this must be pretty bad. Anyway, set the appointment, and the first thing I do is try to get a hold of my doctor and ask him what's going on. They don't answer. My doctor's busy, whatever, and they'll have her call me back. So I call my husband, first thing I do, and I'm hysterically crying. I don't know what to think, what to do, anything. Of course, I'm praying in the back of my head and then on and off. Of course, he tells me, don't panic, like, we just need to talk to your doctor, like, calm down, like, let's figure some stuff out, let's find out some more details. Anyway, and so then, of course, my next call is to my mom and sister, same thing, panicking with them, telling them what information I know, asking them to pray with me, pray for me, all these things, because it was just really scary. Like, out of nowhere, I'm getting this appointment set, and I don't know anything about it. Like, to my knowledge, it was routine. I'm looking, and I don't have any results available that show anything that should be concerning. It just doesn't make sense. But very, very scary, very scary. So for the rest of, the next few hours, I'm trying to call my doctor. I'm leaving messages. I'm sending messages to the portal. My family's checking in and out with me, trying to see if I've heard anything, and I'm trying to get a hold of them. This went on for hours. So finally, when I get a hold of the doctor's office, my doctor was off that day. They finally call me back, and they tell me, we are so sorry, but that information was put under the wrong patient's name. wrong patient. So the orders were just put under me when they shouldn't have been. Like, what? Some people's reaction to that might have been really upset that they put me through that. All I could be is so grateful that that is the way it turned out, because that doesn't, like, that, I just couldn't imagine that happening. People make mistakes. My doctor is human just like everybody else, but I just could not believe that that was even humanly possible, that it could have just been a mistake. Because when she called me, she verified all of my information. It was obviously in my chart to do this. I just never could have imagined that it could have been a mistake on where the information was put in. So anyway, called my husband, and first thing he said was, wow, like, that's exactly what I prayed for, that this was a mistake. And God answered our prayers. And my doctor called me a little while later and just profusely apologized. And I said, you don't have to apologize to me. Like, if anything, that was a humongous wake-up call to me, to be grateful for every day I have. And honestly, I'm just going to pray for who that phone call was meant for, because I know it was meant for somebody. And I will just be in prayer for that lady. So anyway, it was just unbelievable, crazy day. I mean, you just literally don't know what the next day brings. But it was such an amazing answered prayer, and it was a wake-up call to not only me, but to my husband, my sister, my mom, everybody that was involved, to see, like, wow, that's how precious life is, and it's so important to remember that. And also, obviously, I wanted to be in prayer for that girl, but God finds all kind of ways to answer prayers. It's not a one-size-fits-all, and people could probably try to argue that wasn't an answered prayer because it really was never meant for me. It doesn't matter. I don't care how God answers the prayer. He answered that prayer for me, and everything was okay. So anyway, I don't know. That's something that God brought to my mind this morning when I prayed about it and asked him what I needed to share today. So I guess moral of the story is, you pray without ceasing. You pray believing, and it doesn't have to be something that you can imagine or create in your mind, or how God can work things out. It's not your job to worry about all that. Nothing is too big for God, and he can work it out however he needs to. He's the God that walked on water and had Peter walk on water. He's the God that split the Red Sea. He's the God that moves mountains, and he can move whatever's in your life. So anyway, I hope that blessed somebody, encourages somebody. Anyway, just felt led to share that. Thank you.